Why can't Steve Harvey stop throwing shade at Michael B. Jordan and discussing his stepdaughter, Lori Harvey's dating life? It seems like the famous comedian is wounded and hurt even more than his daughter Lori because he continues revealing the details of their separation and even trying to make Michael look like a villain in this story. Okay, breaking up never easy, but what could Michael B. Jordan possibly do to unnerve Steve that much? Well, guys, I've got all the juice for you, so let's dig into this story. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. I keep my eyes on the most discussed events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. Despite Lori Harvey already hopping into bed with actor Damson Idris, it seems like she cannot properly get over her separation from Michael B. Jordan. Well, we've all seen how much in love these two had been. Lori and Michael were never shy demonstrating their vibrant chemistry via Instagram, and to many people, they looked like a potential new power couple. However, this couple didn't mean to last long, and Lori was the first to erase all traces of her endless love to the actor from her social media. With such a sudden and unexpected separation, many fans were wondering what could have possibly led to their split because they looked so cute and happy together. Thousands of theories were swirling around the internet explaining how Lori wasn't ready to commit or claiming that Michael had cheated on her. However, the most reliable source in the face of Lori's stepfather, Steve Harvey, finally decided to chime in and address all the rumors about this couple. Well, Steve devotes a lot of his time and attention to Lori's dating life, and boy, there's actually a lot to discuss. As Steve confessed, he was giving Lori valuable recommendations following that public breakup, and here's what he said.
See, I gotta be careful how I answer this.
You can do it.
This is the first time Steve looks so invested in Lori's dating life, and considering that the list of his daughter's love achievements is quite long, it seems strange to many fans why the comedian pays special attention to this very case. And apparently, Steve has a lot to say about Michael, or I would rather say slam him, because as a loving father, he doesn't even think that the problem is in his daughter. According to Steve, it was Lori's decision to break up with Michael, and his little princess is now on the way to find her happiness without this man. As Lori herself stated in the interview, I'm very much in a space right now where I am not doing anything that is going to compromise my peace and happiness. It may seem to me that Lori said a lot of nasty things about her boyfriend to her father, and probably, considering their close relationship, Steve was even giving her some recommendations. Well, Harvey is well aware of everything that had happened between Lori and Michael, and that's why he believes he has the full picture of their relationship and know the real reasons why Lori decided to end this union. And while Lori states that she was literally compromising her peace and freedom in this relationship, many fans consider her to behave a spoiled child because Michael was only attentive and gallant. It was the first time when he was so happy in his relationship that he even made it public as well. And in his interviews, he revealed that it finally felt like time to celebrate his love. And many people close to the actor were sharing with the media that he was glowing from happiness. And it seemed like he had found the one. As Michael himself said to the media, I'm still private, and I want to protect that, but it just felt like it was a moment of just wanting to put it out there and move on. I'm extremely happy. Well, I don't know what Lori felt like she was compromising in this relationship because Michael's romantic gestures were making every man on earth feel so bad. And while the official statement after their breakup was that both Lori and Michael are heartbroken and still love each other, it seemed to many people that this was just a convenient excuse for the audience and the truth is still hidden. While there can be a huge drama going on between these two, neither of them were ready to open up about it. However, Steve Harvey decided to take the matters in his hands and speak on behalf of his daughter about her first public separation. And as a good father, he is always on his daughter's side, no matter how much he said he loved Michael before. Despite the initial approval, it clearly looked like Steve was getting tired of being constantly asked about this union, and judging by his answers, he made it obvious that Michael was not the proper partner for his princess. It may all stem from the allegations that Michael B. Jordan emotionally cheated on Lori. Just, one of these wild theories swirling on the social media. And Lori couldn't bear such a treachery and quickly run to cry on her daddy's shoulder, who immediately advised her to call it quits. Well, this theory seems to be most truthful, considering that the actor was seen crying during the NBA game when the news about his breakup with Lori hit the headlines. Steve most certainly looks pleased that Lori found strength to dump Michael, and the comedian was raving about how good this was for his daughter to have Michael out of the picture. Many people believe that the Harvey family has a strange relationship, and they don't understand why Steve is so negative about Michael right now, while initially he was so charmed by him. As one fan reminded the comedian in his comment, Steve, did you not state you couldn't find anything wrong with him as much you wanted to? Liar, liar? And another person added, that is mean of Steve, not his business to tell. He had his second wife put in jail, so she would not tell his business. Yeah, Steve knows a lot about dating and cheating, considering that he is married for the third time now, and his previous marriage with Mary had ended because Steve allegedly cheated on her. And despite fans' hopes to see Lori and Michael tying the knot, Steve was against this union and told his daughter to end things with this emotional cheater. Well, as they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. So I guess Marjorie Harvey should be careful with all that attention her husband devotes to Lori. So cheating might be why Steve went from total adoration to endless contempt when it comes to Michael B. Jordan, and he wishes he could all his good words about this guy back. While Lori and Michael were dating, things seemed so cozy between these two, and Steve even made so many kind jokes showing his approval and welcoming nature. When the comedian was asked by the reporter about Michael's Valentine's Day surprise for Lori, and guys, if you missed that story, Michael rented the entire aquarium to spend the day with his girl, and you can see by Steve's reaction that he was truly impressed back then by all Michael's grand gestures, and this was the bare minimum his daughter deserved. He said,
Oh, good luck, homie, because, Valentine's come every year.
By what it looked, Michael was slowly ready to pop up the question and even came to meeting Lori's parents with lavish gifts that impressed both Steve and Marjorie. Well, it was all before that alleged emotional cheating that made Lori doubt Michael's true feelings and ran to her daddy to ask for good advice. Apparently, it was that turning moment when Steve got so disappointed in this man that the only thing he could recommend to Lori is to end things for good. After the separation, the comedian hinted multiple times that he was pleased to see this couple falling apart.
Sometimes the breakup is the blessing.
Eventually, some reporters asked Steve if he ever gave his stepdaughter any relationship advice, and he answered, "I'm not allowed to talk about anything. I've given her advice quite a few times, but it's difficult because she's 25, and he continued, but she's done a really good job of figuring it out and getting it right, and I think she's in a really good place in her life right now. I think she's content with Lori, and I think that's a great place for her to start from." It seems like there are secrets between the Harvey family members, and every details of Lori's relationship is widely discussed over family dinners. And although it wasn't revealed if Lori actually initiated the split, she revealed the one advice Steve gave her, and which she wanted to follow all along. According to Lori, her stepdad said, "Just remember that you're the prize always." While many fans are praising Steve for teaching his daughter how to love and value yourself more than anything else, others are saying that the comedian had no right to interfere in her dating life with his bossy recommendations. But apparently, Lori is ready to value her dad's advice more than any guy on the planet, and God only knows how many hearts she is going to break and turn her father against so many good people, like Michael B. Jordan. People still believe that Steve has ruined a great couple by his sharing his opinions and advice. As one person wrote, "It's not Steve's place to discuss his daughter's relationship woes, period." And another added, "Steve Harvey should stop the giving advice crap. He needs to clean up his family." I wonder when this family learned to respect some personal boundaries, because not do they only live like one big family. They probably share everything with each other and consider it normal to mess with people. Well, I can only feel sad for poor Michael. He didn't know that back then when he was head over heels with Lori that this girl will play with him like he is a toy and then use her father's public influence to drag him through the mud. And what do you reckon? Was it Steve's advice that made Lori break up with Michael? And is Steve forgetting his own place in the story when he tages the liberty to dictate such things and speak against Michael? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other video about Lori and Michael's split. Apparently, there will be secrets revealed now that their union had ended. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon with a new portion of gossip about your favorite celebrities.